I got these from that like the big strip hose or the copper score. These are just aluminum here. And this is here, this will take. So it's actually ballast. Pot lights or ballast, some sort of lighting ballast. So, you know, what do you do with this? Throw in the shred? No. This aluminum here. Missing. That's aluminum here. Ballast, forget the ballast. Ballast is an epoxied. Just on shred. See? I just throw in the shred, to be honest. See amount of wire, look at this. So much wire here. It's bare bright, see that? And then also you even have a piece of aluminum here. I think it's worth stripping. I'm not spending that much time on them. I only have about 10 anyways. It's not like I have hundreds, but different grade. It's actually a couple grades here. 3 grades of wire. This is like more your number one. Keep the number one separate for now. And this is kind of like number 2 insulated, but it's better than dryer cord or like extension cords and all that. It's still better prices. Okay. So I stripped out computers and a few things. So this is inside the microwave. It's an inverter type. All I do is pull this off here. And I bend it like this. There's there's a heat sink here with 2 MOSFETs here. Extruded alloy. So I cut the MOSFETs off because they're copper. You have a lot of them. You add up. You have to somehow process them. You can't really sell them the way they are, I don't think, but you just don't know. When copper gets really expensive, like, you know, $10–15 a pound, then you'll see that stuff be processed. But copper being cheap right now, under $5, you don't see a lot of it. So what I do with this thing here, glasses on quickly, I'll just crunch it. It's almost like a TV yoke. You're just crunching it. There. Crunch the next one. 2 to look at. Okay, aluminum. These are like a little transformer, basically. Almost like a transformer, but it's something different. Inductor, maybe, or I'm not sure. Let's cut the transistors off here. MOSFETs, or whatever you want to call them. So the rest is just kind of like a shred board. Not worth even keeping, just throwing a shred, just because there's really no real value there. There is copper on the board, but that's about it. So then you have wire here. So it's for the microwave itself, right? So, you know, not bad of a spool. It's almost like a yoke, right? One side's easy, the other side's a pain. I'm gonna put a magnet on here just to make sure there's no steel. It's gonna be number 2 anyways, but no. See? Copper. And it's got a little bit of weight to it, it's not too bad. Let's break these down furthermore. There. And you know, if you have lots of them, you could just pound them out real quick. See that? So this is inverter, see? All that, you get an inverter. So even though it's not a transformer, you're guaranteed copper so far. Never can tell in the future, but for now, you're guaranteed to get some copper. Not very much, but you know, if you have a couple dozen of those, just doesn't want to break. Like just like I said, just like a yoke, TV yoke. So anyways, it's that. I'm gonna strip one of these here. This is the more that came out of that fan I stripped earlier. I don't know if the batteries died or something. Last video. I'm trying to Sawzall on it. See if I can cut it. Nice and close. Yeah, this blade is, I think it's too dull. I had a brand new blade in a bucket somewhere. But also, I have these grinding blades. Where's my old grinder? Here's the grinder. Sparking so much. Okay, so it's one end to cut off. You can see the copper. I'll put it on the outside here. Turning on me. It's relatively easily mortar. See that? It's actually got pretty good weight. I might strip 2 of these, and I'll put on a scale to see if we get any weight. So let me do the other one off camera, so I'm not burning too much film, and then we'll take a look at that. Stand by. Okay, so I did cut it. Probably best not to be really cutting inside, or you know, should have a mask on something like this because there's too much fine dust coming off it. So that's why I don't do too much of this stuff. The last one kind of disintegrated. The windings, I don't know why. Ah, 1.4 pounds, almost 1.5 pounds. So 3/4 pound each, roughly, close to 3/4. So that's good. It's like almost like a transformer weight. To the worth. That's why I every time I get that, I strip them all the time. And then the ones that look like stainless steel, put a magnet on it because I've been fooled a couple times already. So 1.5 pounds of copper in that bucket. See that? Just like that. Might as well pop this off here quickly. It's probably dinner call. This was today, this transformer. Yeah, that's nice copper, very heavy. So I noticed if I take out the side metal, there's 2 metal plates in there. Take that out. Helps in the process. You know how it comes out so much easier. And sometimes it's hard, but so okay. 2 pounds even. So like I say, the weight's good. Let's take this little piece off here. Still 2 pounds. Well, it's not bad. 2 pounds copper, can't beat that for a transformer. So 365. So that's what, 6, 7, over $7. Pretty good. These were done. And here's the other mortar here. I'll show you this style here. This came out of that machine today. Okay, so to put it into that dish, this thing here, just so I can find all the cuttings to a small area. Otherwise, it just gets, it's like too doesn't look that great. See that? So this is easy to strip. And some of these are a lot thicker and a lot better. This one's not bad, but I have to put in this thing here, the tray. If I leave it loose like that inside there, they're just like, oh, that's no good. You know, they might whine or something. I'll answer his phone in a second, but put two together. I'm just curious if I get a weight on this. The scale takes about 4 ounces to get weight on there. It looks a little more presentable like this. Okay. Doesn't weigh, but what we can do is put one of these on. 0.9. So 2/10. It's maybe like over an ounce. Not that much, but still. Some are a lot heavier. That's just kind of not a heavy one for some reason. Okay, I pulled this mortar out of the dishwasher. I thought it was copper, but I never really, I must get mixed up with another one or something, but I thought it was copper, but it's not copper. It's aluminum. So I would sell that the way it is. It'd be irony, aluminum, 24 cents at their prices at the moment, but if I start taking it apart now, it's going to be worth a lot less. Power supply. So I just cut these off. See, all these black ones are usually gold plated connectors on here, so I'll save these ones up. The black ones, they usually have pretty good plating on it. It's the old school ones, right? Yeah, a guy called me about a stove in Vancouver. It's in his carport, so I'll have to grab that. But I have also another couple appliances from another guy that I was supposed to pick up a few days ago, but I have to get on there and do it. Maybe do them all in one shot. Depends if the weather's good tomorrow. Priority, I will need to get this bin full, but I don't have much. I'm still missing some stuff to get a full bin. See, these are connectors here. So the mortar stripped pretty good, actually. Pretty impressive. So not too bad. I was going to do the sink here. See if I can find my nib pliers. I did it before, sinks, but you guys might be interested in, how to do the clips. See, once I get everything organized here, I should be able to have a better area to work. I'm trying to strip everything in the yard. In here, if I strip all these computers, then I'll have so much extra space, then I can... The barrels are kind of... I can't really move them. You can't even budge those barrels, they don't even move at all. They're so heavy. 1,000 pounds a barrel, probably. Take this off. So this will be brass right here. Brass. Piece of steel. Usually it's stainless steel half and half. Yeah, it's too much steel. But usually here it's stainless and that's steel, and you just have to hit it and it separates. Put that one. See? That's not a good sign. You know. But this is a really strong magnet, so... Anyways, we'll see. But these clips are the problem. You have to get these clips out of here. Get some room here. So what I take is a big screwdriver. Just go like this. Wow. It's a tough one. A little bit tough. Max. See how that works. Usually it's not that tough, but there, yeah. It's not a tough one. Another tough one. Well. It's usually not that tough. Like this, come off like nothing. You might need a combination of tools. Well, so, here it is. You take a sink that's probably worth 15 cents, put it into 50 cents. Or in my case, up to 65 cents. Right? But, anyways, that's kind of how it works on that. Well, that's a heavy computer. Makes you wonder what's really in it. Safety sticker here. Well, it's got a kind of a twisty thing there. Wow, I like it already. 2 rams. That's all the rams I got today. 2 CPUs. There's a hard drive in here. Let's figure out. They're all, you know what? Everyone I get here is different. No two are like, believe it or not, they're all seem to be all different. CPU here. It's pinned anyways, so everything's sticking to my gloves. So extruded fan here. All I do is I'm gonna cut the wire, throw it in shred basically. No plating on here, so I'll leave it. And then there's one card here. That's okay, at least I got the card. If you're just scrapping these, you don't have to baby it, right? Just rip them off, rip it apart as fast as you can. There'll be 4 screws here for the power supply. It'll be right in the corner usually. Sometimes the clip that holds the power supply, this one doesn't have one. Power supply. Sometimes I'll go plating, but you know, too hard to get out anyways. This one I'll leave the fan in there itself. Cut this pin off. Computers are easy, so easy. Just trying to figure out how to open some of them. Some of them were tricky. But I stripped hundreds of these computers, but they all seem to be different. No two are like, if you know what I mean. This one here. Unless you have the same batch, if you know what I mean, you know. If you have 10 the same, but if you have different ones, they're all different. So some guys pull the battery out. It's up to you guys what you want to do. I asked my scrapyard before, he said I'd leave them in. But don't worry about them. But every yard's different. I guess they just don't want anything that could be a fire hazard, possibly. That's what they're thinking about. So, okay looking board. So you got a gold corner chip. This one, I don't know, I'm leaving it on there, but this could be gold corner chip, but probably not. So there's not really, to be honest, not a lot on these boards anymore. That's why they're kind of not paying very much. Because they're expecting just the old boards, like not the old ones, just the recent boards. The old boards are the ones that are valued more, right? See, I don't know even how this works here. You should just try it out. Try to figure it out. Sometimes it just doesn't work. It's a hard drive. WD400. A lot of little plugs here, but they're not gold. If you don't see the gold shining, probably not worth taking. See, if you look here closely, see the gold there? There's the gold in there. These are the ones you want. The other ones, if they look like white metal, don't bother taking them. And they're not really worth a lot, these. You sell them to, say, board and sword or something, you don't pay a lot, but you know, if you live close and you have to ship it, then it's probably worth it. But for me to ship something like that, I lose money on shipping. It costs more money for shipping than what it's worth. So I just take them off because maybe one day I get a shredding process and just somehow shred them, you know, or find someone local that does it for hobby, and then they can figure it out. But for me, I'll just stockpile them for now. See this one? I don't know. There's a bunch of screws here. So this one here, all I'm really interested is the back plating spot. You can pry it off somewhere. Do it out somehow. I haven't done one for a while, so I forgot there. The rest is just shred. I just want this plating here, see that? Rest isn't really nothing in there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Everyone's a little different. Some have little clips that come up. It's like whoever designed these, every company did their own brand, own quick release, own safety features. I haven't done computers for a while, so nice big board. See that? Big IC chips, a little bit nicer. And then I go for this. There, see that little piece of brass? Rest I just shredded. No point. Not worth nothing. Okay, let me just put this over here. That case is probably 20 pounds. That case, believe it or not. One more. Oh, this one's light. It's like it's empty. It's got both sides open. Sometimes you have to open both sides just to get the hard drive out, or sometimes something's stuck in there. It's really light, but this looks like most of it's there. Even got 2 RAMs. Awesome. There. Okay. I'm not throwing this, keeping this plastic separate for now. So I'm gonna go to the new dump site or scrapyard. I'm not sure how picky they are in different things. So I don't want to bring too much plastic. Couple of sticks of RAM. Hard drive. So you have to go both sides for the hard drive. So why it's not coming out? Oh, came off. So there's the copper. The copper plate right there. Number 2 copper. This has screws, 4 screws. Alloy. Okay, there's pills here. Bit every time I touch the bit wants to come off. Circle around. It's too wobbly here. See that? Just has to go dead center. Rotary. Okay, so I have so many I never took the battery out. I figure I might as well start doing it now. Small screwdriver here. So 1 gold corner chip there. Hard drive out, and then this backing plate, this could be sometimes stainless steel. You have to double check this. Stainless, see? Sometimes it's steel, sometimes it's stainless. Hard drive Samsung. I'm going to take this off here. There. Another one stripped. See, I don't see no plating on here at all. It's shiny metal. A silver color, so I wouldn't cut it off. Don't even bother. Unless you don't see, if you don't see any gold, don't even cut it off. You see gold, then it's up to you. If you don't plan to process it or something, I would don't even worry about it. Just don't worry about the cutter ones. It's buried in a little stroke here. And you know, if you're going to keep a power supply, if it's really heavy, keep it. If it's really light, toss it and shred, or try to sell for whatever they pay you. Like this one's light, really nothing in it. No big transformers, it's just going to be tiny little garbage, basically. Very little heat sinks. This looking one. This light one here. a light one. This one's a little bit heavier. I had a real heavy one here. I don't know where I put it, but we'll just see. Like, I don't have a buyer for power supplies. I've been stockpiling them, but eventually I have to get rid of them. I can't just see. Look at this difference here. See the difference? Big heat sinks, big transformers, big coils, big wrapped coils. See, that's the difference. Heavy, light. And this is actually not bad for a light one, to be honest. This is, see, but it's really heavy. Put them aside. Put them aside. There's enough material there to actually process it if you want, you know. It's funny how this one wrapped around body. Okay, and just scrap it like this. That's why I'm not taking them out of cases right now until I know if I can't get a buyer, then I'll have to strip them and separate the steel. See, even the fan motor is bigger. Right, the board is about the same size. So you have aluminum here, copper spools, coils, 4 coils, a little bit of transformers, a little bit of wire inside also. So it's up to you guys if you want to do it or not, right? Okay, let me just get to something else here. Stand by. I have a Dell here. I don't remember how the hard drive came out, but some kind of weird. Like this. I don't think there's any screws holding it. It's just kind of sitting in here, I think. $800 or something. So again, lots of hard drives actually. Okay, so folds over something, I can't remember. Anyways, I did a lot of these, but one time I had a whole bunch of these, and after a while you kind of forget, but you know roughly what has to be done, but it's hard to figure it out. I think I had about 660 of these or something. See, if you look at these heat sinks, look, they're all different. Each one I got today is all different. See the styles you can get? They're all different. Some are aluminum, some feel like stainless steel, some are copper, some are just aluminum only. 2 rams, blue ones. So, the RAM collection. Can't read it. These are too old anyways, these computers. Old style. Always power supply has screws where the plug goes. That's your most area that's gonna get abuse pulling on cords and stuff. So Some of these little clips hold pretty good. I'm trying to figure this one here. Got a little tab on there, you gotta pull the tab, but hard to get it out. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is. So my battery don't die. I charged it already, but didn't charge fully, but I charged a little bit. So I can make my second portion of my video. Some guys like taking stuff apart, some guys like street scrapping. I try to have a variety of stuff to take apart also. So that makes it a little more exciting. If I took computers apart all the time, then it gets boring, huh? That's why I haven't done them for a while. Trying to knock the dust out. Bee nest in there. Let's take the battery out. Yeah. Motherboard. So I'd say that one looks pretty well done. This full power supply is pretty heavy actually for its size. All these usually drive cables, SATA drive cables, have good plating. Plated anyway, I'm not sure how good it is, but it's definitely plated. Different grades of wire, different locations. Any kind of wire that is single like this, they pay good, a lot better than the cords from appliances and so on. Okay. I'll take it all apart. See, years ago I used to take this stuff, I would just throw it in the shred. I wouldn't even bother taking it apart. I'd strip a house out and there'd be all this kind of waste everywhere and pieces of like pot lights, so I just throw it all in the garbage pile for the shred. For years, I used to do that. Didn't have to strip nothing. Like someone asked how long it take to get all these mortars. These mortars in probably maybe 2 years. They're not that long, 2-3 years. It's just, you know, you start taking stuff apart. There's so much material. Let's just jam me up here. I start taking stuff apart. It's just I kind of enjoy it. It's fun. Just, you know, taking stuff apart and trying to get a little extra. Like those hood fans, like I stripped there earlier with 2 motors. You got over a pound of copper, £1.5 copper. Like you know how many of those I never stripped for years. Didn't even pay attention. Let me get this one here. When I'm not making videos, I can concentrate better. When I'm making videos, I'm kind of like thinking about what I'm gonna say, you know, versus when I'm stripping this, I'm just going full bore. And this one here is it's got some steel here, but it's a bit of a pain to get this one off. You have to like go all the way out. Come on, it's almost there. There. So this is our cast aluminum shred. See, copper, like I say, when people tear houses down, they don't salvage copper wire. A lot of the guys don't. Not here anyways. There's some companies that do. Most of the companies here, all they do is when they tear a house down, it all goes in the garbage. Even windows, copper, a lot of times guys don't care. I've seen some guys that take everything they can, but a lot of guys don't take nothing. So all the copper that I can save out of a house is something that's going to be reused again. It's not going to go in landfill and be lost forever. That's a good thing, right? Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little stripping session here. As I slowly get advanced here and I can get a little movement here, I should almost, you know, level barrels out and put a piece of wood over there. But for now, once I get this area done, which I will, just a matter of getting everything organized. And a lot of sales things I'm going to get to my brother just to get rid of. Got bathtub legs and different things and who knows what. But anyways, here's some truck automotive stuff there that I want to get rid of too. So we'll see. Okay, guys, don't forget to give it a like, thumbs up, share, you know, if you tell your friends about my channel. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.